Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. We are here for another special edition of Nemesis Gaming League action as we have our Season 13 awards show. I'm Rockerman, director of Nemesis and host for tonight's show. Glad to be back here with y'all. It's been a little bit since we've been on the mainstream, but I'm happy to be back and handing out some awards for the season. And I've got some lovely fellas around the ring to join me here. First, we got longtime Nemesis veteran. MVP, Finals MVP, a man who's been with us since way back in season 1. We got Ventus. Ventus, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm hoping I can win some accolades tonight. Maybe not necessarily the Titan MVP or anything like that, because I don't think I have the stats to back it up. But maybe I'll get some love from the casting side of stuff. I was the previous color caster of the season and part of the casting duo of the season with Gallium. Shout out Gallium last season as well. That was an absolute blast. But you guys probably just know me as being pretty active around the server.
Yeah, no, it's glad to have you. We'll see. We'll see if you got some hardware you're down the river there as we get on throughout the night. We also got our main man Chunk Light, 3-time All-Star, joining us in the booth here. Chunk, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Didn't play too well this season, but it was a fun season to watch nonetheless, Rocker, man. A lot of great things that we get to kind of show what happened all throughout the season with some awards.
Yeah, you know what happens with the best of us, Chunk. I didn't have the best season either, so we're in the same boat there. But hey, we had a fun time watching, had a fun time casting, and yeah, we do got a lot of people that did have some great seasons, which we'll talk about as the night goes on for sure. And last but not least, joining us in the booth, we got Rare, Player of the Week for the Banshees, and the AGM of the Graveyard Shift making an appearance here. Rare, how are you doing tonight?
Just another night. Not expecting any words because didn't play most of the season, starting left bench for the Banshees this season, kind of step back into a more moderate role, let everybody else do their own thing. But excited to be here, excited to announce some of these nominees and get some winners announced out here.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's gonna be a fun night. We got a lot of awards to get through, so yeah, make sure you guys buckle up. Grab some popcorn. Grab some drinks. Enjoy the show. Yeah, before we do get underway, I got to give a couple of huge shout outs to the behind the scenes team that really helped us out with this award show. Big shout out to Jax, also coming back for 45 months. So much love to that on the resub. But Jax helping out with the videos. We also had Flahzy and Nervebot really putting hard work for the videos behind the scenes that you guys will see throughout. And then also big shout out to Creme, who made some of the graphics you're going to see and is hosting the stream for tonight for this one. But yeah. I guess with that being said, we'll kind of dive into things a little bit here. Season 13, a fun season. We brought back 16 teams in Titan League. It was kind of one of the bigger changes from season 12. And yeah, we got a lot of great awards to get through, a lot of great people to talk about. So we're going to dive right into the first award of the night here, which we are going to start with the underdog of the season here. And let's take a look at your nominees for underdog of the season. After that early 2-0 lead here as Dissa trying to take it up, but it's Ragtag Barrel who's sending it down and sending it in. A master class from the Barrel Man.
With a quick shot, Ace able to make the read, but there are only 10 seconds remaining. Brooks have to get this one out. Street Soul to Nobro, and there's the dagger! Nobro has iced out in the last 6 seconds of the game. Street Soul with a great pass, and this one looks like it's going to Faded. A huge bump there, but Zimbas had that one red. Gogurt maybe a little too caught out here. The touch not great. The demo is huge, and Kashega puts that one away.
After that early 2-0 lead here as Dissa trying to take it up, but it's Ragtag Barrel who's sending it down and sending it in. A master class from the Barrel Man.
With a quick shot, Ace able to make the read, but there are only 10 seconds remaining. Brooks have to get this one out. Street Soul to no.
Alrighty, so there you have it for your nominees, everyone. We have Bearcats, Faded, and Nebula. We're going to talk a little bit about them, and then we will talk about the winners. So, Rare, I'll kick it to you. What can you tell us about the Bearcats?
So Bearcats, they had a season that was pretty good. They started 0-3, not the greatest start. They finished first half of the season at 4-5. Right in the middle of the pack, battling for that playoff spot. ended up going through the rest of the regular season, kind of win loss until the last 4 weeks. They hit that 4-game winning streak. And then first match of the playoffs, they had number 3 seeded Hydra right off the bat, took them to 7, got the win, moved on to the Pineapples, had another game 7 where they finally tragically lost. And that we know how the rest of the season went. Pineapples went on to lose to Grave Lords in the finals. Bearcats, though, had a hell of a season. Great season for them. Definitely a good foundation for next season if they bring some of those players back and keep on with that chemistry.
Yeah, for sure. A great season out in the rival league there. Chunk, what can you tell us about our prospect league representation in Faded?
Faded started off not too well as well as I'd say every team in the underdog season. Not able to find really their groove, not able to find their players, but they kind of stepped their way, finishing out 9-9 to sneak into the 10th seed in the play-ins. They fought their way through the play-ins and they were able to take down number 1 Rooks in the playoffs, and really shocking a game, what felt to a lot of people. And unfortunately, they weren't able to get past the Origin team in the semis, but they really shocked, I would say, the favorite for Prospect League going into the playoffs.
Yeah, no, a 10 seed, a massive upset there in round 1, and yeah, a great performance from them to make it that far, make it in the semis. And Ventus, our last nominee, Titan League representation here in Nebula.
The resident Titan League player, I got a good look at Nebula, played them multiple times, and saw them obviously in the postseason. They really kind of just grew into their own. It seemed like they adopted a playstyle that really worked well for them, and it's something that the Grandmasters, who were the 1 seed at the time in the regular season, we were able to beat them, and it seems like they took a lot of the stuff that worked well for us. They had that Shega was able to play really aggressive, go for bumps and demos, and allow Zin and Denzi to get a lot of time on the ball, and I think it really helped propel them into the playoffs. They ended winning 7 games straight, and they beat, I believe, 3 or 4 of the other playoff teams in the bracket, and so they ended up beating Phoenix as the last match, and then regular season, just to kind of even further their momentum. Obviously, they made it all the way to the grand finals, but couldn't stick it out all the way. Some might not really respect the run that they went on, but definitely was an underdog that really showed out.
Yeah, no, they did, and making it far in the playoffs as well. Great performance from them, and yeah, 3 great teams here, but we can only have 1 winner for underdog of the season, and that award is going to go to Faded. Let's roll that clip.
Second in demos per game in Prospect League during that regular season, so I'm curious to see if he's trying to play his own game and make it more comfortable, as Gallo will put another goal and make it more out of reach. Minotaurs need to find an answer and find it fast.
Gala now, maybe looking for a 50. That's a beautiful one. Now the ball is going to fall straight down. Street Soul had the read come flying in. 2-0 lead. This one again goes a little wide. Gala with a lucky touch over to Street Soul. And Street Soul with a great dunk. This one awkward in front of the net. Daze has to make a wonderful save, and he can't do it. Gala able to give Faded a lead yet again.
Second.
Alrighty, so there you have it, folks. Faded taking home the underdog of the season. Big congratulations to them. Definitely a deserving underdog there. And yeah, we'll keep things rolling right along into our next award of the season, which is going to be the Rookie of the Season here. These are for players who this is their first season in Nemesis. And I'll read off the nominees for this one, and then we'll talk a little bit about them. So our nominees for Rookie of the Season here are Dinosaurs, Nezetik, and Zeke are our 3 nominees for Rookie of the Season. 3 very deserving players here. And Chunk, I'll kick it to you for the first one. What can you tell us about Dino?
So Dino started off leading this Wyverns team. They finished 10-8. They're able to make play-ins. They're able to get. They had a heartbreaking start to play-ins. They weren't able to get out of it. They had a bunch of heartbreak, but he helped to lead this Wyverns team, and he was a captain, and he was able to hit an insane clip that we'll probably be seeing later in this Rocker Man.
Oh yeah, we are going to see that one later for sure. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, definitely a deserving rookie, making an impact, helping lead a team to the play-ins, which is always good to do in your first season. And another player with some postseason experience, Ventus, is Nezetik.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the Titan League, especially as a rookie, is just a super difficult task to do. But Neztic just continued to impress and improve. And I know throughout the regular season, he was continually asked in and brought up in trade talks. And so he was really a coveted third man in the Titan League and really one that was looked forward to. And he really shined in the postseason. We saw he had some great plays and really helped allow this Phoenix team to just be so dominant as they were in the postseason. I believe they only dropped 2 games overall throughout their entire postseason run. So just continuously that improvement. And I like to say, especially in Titan League, is the third man is the make or break of the team. And, you know, when you have a rookie coming in, it's a little bit questionable, but Neztic shut down all those thoughts.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, it silenced anyone that was maybe a little bit of a doubter. Can he perform? Definitely did. And we saw that throughout the season there. And last but not least, from the Challenger League here, another great player, another rookie for Nemesis here, rare is Zeke.
Yeah. So Zeke is an amazing player. He plays for my org with Graveyard Shift. Absolutely amazing player. I know him also from other leagues, and I knew right away that he was going to be able to make a difference for our team with the Wraiths, and he did. Wraiths did not make playoffs last season. We're a bottom tier team when it came to Challenger, and they turned around this season. They made playoffs, got all the way to semifinals. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it past that. Is what it is. But Zeke was a big part in the reason why we got there. And if anyone was pretty deserving of being announced for this award, it definitely was Zeke.
Yeah, no, I would completely agree, and a lot of great representation here in the rookies. It's always good to see some new players step up into Nemesis, and like we kind of mentioned throughout, is that it's very difficult to step in as a rookie and perform well. But all three of these players did just that. But once again, we can only have one winner for the rookie of the season, and that is going to go to Zeke from the race there, winner for rookie of the season. Let's take a look. We approach halfway. Score is still 1-0 in favor of the Hellcats.
Yeah, I think that the Hellcats are just playing better, if that's an awkward thing to say. But as I say that, a demo coming out on the third man, the beat coming out in the midfield, a miss there by Haichi rather, and Milker able to just put that one towards the net. Zeke is finally there for the follow-up this time, and you know, Race, they should have been tied 1-1 earlier. They finally get the equalizer, and you know, I feel like that. I think the only other team that I can really think of doing something like that was the Grandmasters this season as well. We started out 3-1, and we still made a trade getting rid of our top Sal to pick up another player, but we
approach halfway. Score is still 1-0.
But I mean, it seems like the Wraiths they
in the lead to 3.
Gets 2 to commit. Griffin's not as calm and cool and collected as they were, and because of that, Zeke gets the shot bar down. It is a scoring bonanza for the Wraiths in this game number 2.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, the Griffins just are double committing and a lot of miscommunication. Alrighty, so there you have it for the Rookie of the Season. Big congratulations to Zeke on taking home the award for the race in that Graveyard Shift org. And we'll keep things rolling along here to our most improved player here for this season. And once again, we'll go through the nominees here for these ones. And again, a lot of players that have improved, that have moved up leagues between seasons. This one is also another one that's pretty hard to narrow down to just 3 nominees. So for the 3 nominees, we have got Big Guth, Sky Newbie, and Speed Demon are our 3 nominees for most improved player from season 12 to season 13. So once again, we'll throw it around the horn. Chunk, I'll start with you about Big Guth.
All right, so Guth has started off the season kind of not finding his stride. We know mid-season he picked up Brindy, and after that they're able to cook, find their way all the way to that championship, able to win, and he has a great bid for a probably finals MVP later tonight, but just an incredible turnaround of the season, starting off slow. We saw him step up to a bigger role, being that high sell and for his team and prospect, and he really improved to show what he can do as that top sell.
Yeah, no, and when when you get to the championship there and you improve like you did, definitely a big reason why the Gladiators were able to do what they did in the prospect league to make it all the way. And another player that really helped their team out, Ventus here, is Sky Newbie from the Bearcats.
Yeah, and I think this was kind of a big shock to a lot of people. Sky Newbie was on Hellcats and Challenger League last season. He was their bottom Sal and jumping all the way up to Rival League. And not only that, I believe he was their third man. He was their third highest Sal, close in Sal to all the other ones. They had a very even stacked roster. And so they were expecting big things to come from him. Obviously, they had that trade where they got rid of Kaysen. He kind of stepped up. And really, I mean, he went from middle of the pack in Challenger League based off of stats to one of the top and maybe even the MVP of Rival League. I mean, he was just consistent in all assets. He put up some great stats, especially. I mean, I believe he had over a goal per game, over a save per game at least. And overall, he was just, an unexpected player who just showed out.
Yeah, no, true. And making the jump from Challenger last season, kind of middle of the pack, and then, to become one of the best players in Rival League throughout the regular season, definitely a great showing from him for sure. And last but not least, Rare, we have got another prospect representative here for Most Improved Player. We have Speed Demon.
Yeah, Speed, me and him have had differences, but if anybody deserves to be nominated for this award, it's definitely Speed. The growth that he has had from the last season to this season, absolutely amazing. He's definitely growing and becoming a way better player day by day, and he's proving it. Rooks last season made a last month push into the playoffs, and this year they started out hot, finished hot, ended up as the 1 seed. Didn't get the results they wanted in the playoffs, but Speed was a huge part of that when it came to making playoffs and becoming the 1 seed. Speed was the best thing that could have happened to that Rooks team, and all credit goes to him when it comes to what happened for that team.
Yeah, no, he definitely was, and looking at player rating too, about a player rating about 1 is a very good player, and Speed's player rating was 2.25, leading the entire prospect league. So that just goes to show how good he was throughout the season, how dominant him and his Rooks were through the season, and definitely another deserving candidate. Again, 3 very deserving candidates there, and the winner for Most Improved Player is going to go to Sky Newbie. Let's take a look.
Be the final goal that could end someone's season unless Hydra finds an answer here.
Oh, and the only one answering is Sky Newbie. Ring, ring, hello. As he is going to put that one in the back of the net there. Another big goal. And Flahzy dodging that demo with perfect placement in the bottom right.
Yeah, both these teams have come back from 2-goal deficits, though. This game is far from over. But you do got to wonder if it affects...
Newbie is going to find that touch. Looking to push it down. Boy Wonder going to find that 50 in the midfield. Now this one is going to be pinched towards the net. It's going to go off the defender. Sky Newbie's going to get credit, but Hoop come with an absolutely massive dunk here.
Yeah, it goes right over net, and Flahzy caught awkward off that 50. Sky Newbie, we've seen him over that middle a couple of times, been able to clean stuff up, just secure the goals, and that's what you need here. And
that could be 50 away. 2 players gone now for Hydra. Sky Newbie racing back. He's got Flahzy on him, looking for the flick. He's going to take it by the defense and put it in. Sky Newbie ties us up with 39 seconds to go.
Yeah, Sky Newbie has made some mistakes, but he is one of the players you have to watch if you're on the defense for Hydra. Boy Wonder.
Alrighty, there we have it, folks. Sky Newbie taking home the Most Improved Player. Another player that's been around in Nemesis for quite some time. Happy to see him take home some hardware and get the win there for Most Improved. So big congratulations to him on that one, taking it home. And we'll keep things rolling here as we move on to next up. We have veteran of the season here for this one. We got 3 great nominees, and this is to remind you about veteran of the season. This is a player that's been in Nemesis for 4 or more seasons that Nemesis management team determined had an outstanding season for this one. So this is the veteran of the season award. We got 3 great nominees. We have Kason, we have Squirrel, and we have Chef are our 3 nominees here. Rare, what can you tell us about our first nominee, Kason?
So Kaysen, he's been in the league here since season 4. Amazing player. He's a 2-time MVP, moved from novice to rival. You know, he's 11th in player rating. By all means, 11th is an amazing number, especially in rival league, where, I mean, you got Gravelords have had a great season. They had 2 at least great players in player rating. You had Pineapples. You have a lot of players in rival that, you know, they've been there for a while. They've proven themselves. They have these great player ratings, and you got Kaysen comes in with his veteranship, and he comes in and he gets 11th, and that's just that's proof in the pudding right there. He's an amazing player, amazing veteran.
Yeah, no, for sure, and been doing it for a long time. You know, as you might see in the Veteran of the Season award. So good to see him have a great season and get nominated here. And another good nominee we've seen for a long time as well here, Ventus, is Squirrel.
I mean, Squirrel's almost been in the league as long as me. He joined all the way back in season 2. I can still remember when he joined. I mean, he's been so great. He became a management member. He's since then stepped down from the role, but he took a couple seasons off here and there throughout the seasons of Nemesis. But he's come back, and even still, I mean, he had the best player rating in Challenger League. It's one of the reasons why he's here. He's been able to just come back from taking a break and just be able to still play at such a great level, especially even in the Challenger League. And not to mention, he's going to be a dad soon. So he's already doing stuff amazing in his actual life. And he's just doing even more stuff in the Nemesis League.
Yeah, and that's awesome to hear. Big congratulations to Squirrel on that one. And yeah, definitely a great performance on the pitch as well here, deserving of a nominee for sure. And then last but not least, Chunk, we have Chef for our 3rd nominee.
Yeah, Chef, cool guy. I see him in them calls all the time. He's a great guy to talk to. He's been in them since season 9. Pretty recent, but it's still a long time when you think about it. And then he was 3rd best in Titan for player rating, which is super impressive with all the talent up there in Titan. He led his team all the way to that championship, find himself at that championship with the Phoenix, and just a great season from him all around. Probably the best season he's had since his start of Nemesis.
Yeah, no, he's been having some great performance in Titan League as well. Always good to see some Titan League players stick around and show great performances season after season. So again, another deserving winner there, or nominee there, excuse me. And yeah, speaking of winner, we got one winner to announce, and the winner for Veteran of the Season is going to go to Squirrel, the new dad to be. Congratulations on the new fathership, and then also the fact that you won Veteran of the Season. So congratulations to him. Unfortunately, we don't have a video for him, but big shout out to Squirrel for taking home the Veteran of the Season. And yeah, we'll keep things rolling here on to our next couple awards. We're going to kind of rapid fire here. These are always a fun couple of ones to do here. We got the commentating kind of trio of awards here to go through here. So we're going to kind of rapid fire the winners here on this one. Obviously, a lot of great commentators. I do got to say, once again, thank you to all the commentators this season and streamers as well who have helped us out. There's been a lot of great work in season 13, and I think there are a lot of really deserving players that could have won these awards, but we can only pick one. So first off, we have the play-by-play commentator of the season. This one is going to go to Flip 1010. Let's roll that video.
Can the Blackhawks find a way through? That is the question. Dinosaurs going to try to make it very hard. Try to waste as much time as possible. King Koku going to try to make a play. Oh my goodness! Somebody clip that one. That is a play of the season.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just witnessed here. Oh, he was already up from the first hit and just hit right back into him. Oh, it was a fantastic shot. Great play by the Wyverns.
Yeah, big congratulations to Flip. Always brings the energy to the booth, which we love to see. I know a lot of the viewers really love to see Flip. When he's on the stream commentating, and we're very, very happy and grateful to have him as one of our play-by-play commentators. So big shout out to him for that one. And continuing on, let's take a look at our color commentator of the season here. Another person that's very well deserving, has made a lot of improvements since first coming onto the commentating team, and is going to take home the color commentator of the season. And that is going to be none other than our boy Ventus right here, who's going to take this one home. Let's take a look at his clip here.
Out and folks having to get a touch there is last man back. Brady shot, gonna try to get this one on target, but that one's saved, but not. It's going to go in, and Gladiators gonna find the back of the net. A perfectly placed shot. I thought the save came through from Slays, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. The ball too quick, still finding its way to the back of the net, and Gladiators are going to take this in a Game 7 overtime.
Yeah, a great clip there from Ventus. And I guess since we got you here, Ventus, you got any words to say about winning that color commentator?
I just have such a blast casting. I love just being in the booth, being able to watch such great Nemesis games, and obviously it really helps when I have a great duo with me. I know I love casting with Flip. I love casting with Coulson, who's one of my buddies. I love casting with Gallium, who I won caster duo with last season. It's just such a great time, and I love just being able to cast Nemesis games and help grow the community.
Yeah, no, it's always fun, and we're again happy to have you, on the team, and you've done a great job this past season, past couple seasons, helping us out. So again, congratulations to you, and let's keep things rolling on to our commentating duo of the season here. And Ventus, he was in it last season, and he's going to be in it again here because he is the winner of the commentating duo, along with his buddy Coulson, who stepped up big onto the scene. Let's take a listen to their clip.
Bounce, able to take this one off the back wall, trying to get a 50 onto Thatchy, but Thatchy gets a great clear over him back to the midfield. Now we have Yukio with a redirect, but again, Red, double commit! This could be it! And it is! A double commit on defense ends the game! Unbelievable! Yukio to Fort, what a redirect! Nerves from Nervebot, oh, unbelievable game! What an unbelievable series, everything that we could have wanted, but Venom keep the tradition going. They take the odd number games 1, 3, 5, and 7.
Yeah, this series alone was I'm at a loss for words. This was such down to the wire, so close.
Yeah, there you have it there. Coulson and Ventus taking that one home, and a great clip as well. That was a really fun series, and definitely a great dynamic duo. Always good to have friends chatting up in the booth, and especially when they're both great commentators. So again, congratulations to you guys on taking that one home, and we'll keep things rolling along here for our next award of the season. Here we are going to start with assistant GM of the season here. We have 3 nominees for assistant GM of the season here. And these, assistant GMs, each org gets 2 assistant GMs per season that can help them out with scheduling, with making roster moves, helping get subs for their teams. So assistant GMs can do a lot to help these teams. We got 3 great nominees here. We have DJD from Space Jam, Flame Intruder from Deviation, and we have Valence from Atrium. Obviously 3 great orgs this past season, but only one winner for the season, and that winner is going to go to Valence for AGM of the season for the Atrium. Big performance from him, helping out a lot with the past season for the Atrium. They hosted a lot of streams as well, and really made a big impact on that org. So big congratulations to Valence on taking that AGM of the season home. And yeah, we'll keep things rolling right along to the next one, very closely related to AGM of the season. We have the GM of the season, the general manager of the season here. Again, a lot of great nominees for this one, and this one might have been the toughest one to narrow down because of how close it was. We had, I believe, 9 different GMs represented in the grand finals, so 9 of the 16 GMs were in the grand finals this past season, which is a crazy stat there. And again, 3 great deserving GMs, a couple honorable mentions to Mealy and myself for being close, since with how close the race was. But we had to narrow it down to 3. We got the 3 here. So our nominees here are Creme from the Atrium, Speed Demon from the Chess Hall, and Street Soul from Deviation. So 3 great nominees here, and 3 great seasons. So we'll have Ventus take the first one for us. Ventus, what can you tell us a little bit about the Atrium and how they performed throughout the season here?
You know, the Atrium super slept on org. Phoenix was an expansion team, one of the additional 4 teams. They had their own expansion draft. So coming out, Phoenix was extremely weak, and they ended up starting out 1-3. Crip made the gutsy move, traded for Chef, traded for Dimitri, brought in Neztic, and they got all the way to the number 2 seed. They won Titan. His rival league team that he played made it to play-ins. Unfortunately, they didn't really get through it, but all of his teams did really well. Crows made it all the way to the semifinals. Raptors made it to the playoffs as the 5 seed, and unfortunately, you can't be perfect all the time. The prospect team fall a little short of the playoffs, but overall, I mean, it's such a great season, and I love the gutsy move that he pulled, especially with Titan, to go out and make those big acquisitions, give up that draft capital, and really try to go for the win, and he got exactly what he was hoping for.
Yeah, no, he was able to take that Titan championship, and what a team that Phoenix team was to take that one. So definitely deserving there on that one. And next up, we got Speed Demon and the Chess Hall here. Herrera, what can you tell us about the Chess Hall?
So Chess Hall was very successful with almost every single one of their teams. The only team that really wasn't that successful was the Kings, unfortunately. But I mean, you got a 13-5 1-seeded Rooks. You got Bishops who go 10-8. They were the 8th seed. You have a 13-5 Grandmasters who were 1st seed. Sure, they didn't win any championships necessarily, but they all had dominant regular seasons. They all made the playoffs, other than one. And the fact that he's able to do this while being a playing GM and being able to put together these winning rosters and focus on these winning rosters to keep making sure that they're doing what they need to do, and playing himself, it's all there is that's needed to be said about him. He's an amazing GM, and honestly, he's probably going to be a great GM for a long, long time here in this league.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams with some great seasons for sure, and definitely deserving of a nomination there. And then Chunk, last but not least, we have Street Soul, the GM of the Deviation org.
Yeah, Street Soul, also a player on his own right, just as Speed, who is on that Fated team, who we saw get that underdog of the season going 9-9, losing in the semis. We see the Diffusion team that he had starting off incredibly hot, winning, getting to the grand finals and losing, winning 11 out of the 14 games, starting off 8-0, incredible season for them, and then dissolved. Also, getting that 1st seed, but they lose in the semis to the future champions in Venom. Distortion, also a 10th seed going into that playoffs, but they get through that play-in bracket again. Common occurrence seems for the Deviation org. They can just fly through the play-in gauntlet if they're in the lower round. And then, of course, the Titan team in Diversion. They get the 6th seed going 11-7, but they fall short in round 1 of the playoffs. All teams of his did find that postseason.
Yeah, no, and that's a big thing too as a GM, to get all the teams in the postseason. Great performance from him as well. And yeah, 3 deserving nominees here for General Manager of the season. But the winner is going to go to Street Soul of the Deviation org. Let's take a look at the video.
For it now, Daze gets a beat of his own, popping it out midfield, no boost.
Speed Demon and FaZe both go. Great demo on the back line, and Ace just sends it high, popping it back mid for Speed Demon, but Nobro able to get a save yet again, and a great pass at that to Street Soul. Last defender I don't think was aware, and just like that, Faded finally break the ice and get their first goal of the series.
Yeah, great opportunity off a little bit of an overcommit from the Rooks series.
Find their groove. Both of these teams need to do. Gala looking for a teammate. Street Soul's up with a crazy shot. He's able to put that one into the top of the net. Beautiful passing play. 1, 2, and 3 to Street Soul. Beautiful play from Faded to tie this one up.
Yeah, 2 Rooks defenders back again, but we've seen it before. Such great power and placement. Really put away the shot, and that
Gets a strong touch to the wall, but Speed Demon has it red, looking for someone mid, but Gala will be the one to receive that pass. Daze with an awkward double off the sidewall, and Nobro elects to boom it downfield. I don't know if that was the play. His teammate was there, but it works out anyway. Street Soul gets a great pass off of Nobro, or Ace, excuse me, and then Nobro goes in for the bump. He does get the assist on this one.
Yeah, incredible bump there from Nobro. Just
Yeah, and there you see Street Soul. We get to see some of his playing highlights too. That doesn't really show necessarily his GMing, abilities, but if his playing abilities on the pitch were anything to show for it, you can see why Street Soul was able to take home the GM of the season. So a big congratulations to him in the Deviation Oregon, a very successful season over there, and we'll see what they can do heading into season 14 here, as we are going to move on to our next couple of exciting ones here. And these are always the ones that are some real eye openers, some real lookers, if you will, here, as we are going to be looking at our goal of the season here. And this one honestly was super tough to determine between these ones. We had usually the goal of the season is the most difficult one to determine, and we had a very tough time narrowing it down to 3. We had a couple of honorable mentions as well, but let's take a look at the nominees and the honorable mentions for goal of the season here.
Double up on their series lead and get 2-0 up in the series. Crazy read coming out from Tall. Meep puts it in. What an absolutely beautiful pass coming out from Tall. Gets a redirect off the side while popping it up from Meep. And Meep yet again gets the stat pad with a 3rd goal.
No, thank you. Wait. Oh! Ew! Wait, that was disgusting.
Yo, look at this free flip.
Bro, what? Ew.
Yo.
Shoot it, and Doge just gonna send it down. An afterburner with full tank of boost is gonna be there. A great touch, and oh my goodness, how in the world did he hit that?
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely diabolical. Pinch off the ceiling, come back down with the flip reset over the top. I mean, that was just insane.
Noticing things in chat, they both seem to agree. Chat seems to agree that they are all doing well. This has been a great series so far, and in the last 45, I'll kick it back to you, Rockman.
Oh my goodness, oh, what is that? Oh my gosh, Chewy and Kosh, the pinch of the century.
I don't think I was going to kick it back to you if I knew that was going to happen. Good lord.
Is the question. Dinosaur's going to try to make it very hard. Try to waste as much time as possible. King Koku going to try to make a play. Oh my goodness! Somebody clip that one. That is a play of the season.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just witnessed here. Oh, he was already up from the first hit and just hit right back into him. Oh, it was a fantastic shot.
Yeah, and that was a lot of insane clips right there, and we had to narrow it down to three winners, but there were a couple honorable mentions. I think all of them really deserve a nomination there on that one. So a big shout out to everyone there. But Flip was right. There was only one play of the season there, or I guess goal of the season in this time, and that one is going to be that Dinosaurs and Koku insane passing play. The coordination to hit that one off the backboard, back into the teammate, put it in, was just insane. Let's roll it one more time. I want to see it again.
is the question. Dinosaur's gonna try to make it very hard, try to waste as much time as possible. King Koku gonna try to make a play. Oh my goodness! Somebody clip that one. That is a play of the season.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just witnessed here. Oh, he was already up from the first hit and just hit right back into him. Oh, it was a fantastic shot.
Yeah, just again, just insane, just an insane play, and honestly, any one of those clips could have won. It was a very tough decision to narrow it down, but that one is going to take home the winner. So congratulations to Dinosaurs and Koku for taking home the goal of the season with their combination there. And let's keep things rolling now as we're going to look to our save of the season here. A couple of great nominees. So let's take a look at the nominees.
As this one's sent back, the Bearcats, can they find a 0-second miracle? The ball up to the ground. No, it's going to stay up. It's floating. Do they have an opportunity? The ball's still there. The shot. No. It's denied away at the last second. The Pineapples, they deny it, and they are going to the grand finals.
To a quick potential kickoff goal, but Flip is there trying to pop this one over 2v1 in the back line. Tries to get a flip, but Alex challenges early. Shot on target, but a beautiful save off the crossbar and out down the entire pinch coming out from J-Dubs.
Goal line for that one. Crotera gets a touch. Is a Chad not quite there, and Big Guth is going to get to it before him. Brindy sends it over. Big Guth going for a demo instead. This is a very smart play. Oh my goodness, what a save from Vex. How in the world did he get to that one?
Yeah, and there you have it for the saves of the season. And again, 3 just absolutely insane saves in their own right. All of them really close, some of them really clutch. I mean, maybe all of them really clutch there on the goal line. But the one winner had to be the most clutch there in Game 7 at 0 seconds. Doge with the denial there is going to take home the save of the season. Let's play it back one more time.
As this one's sent back, the Bearcats, can they find a 0-second miracle? The ball up to the ground. No, it's going to stay up. It's floating. Do they have an opportunity? The ball's still there. The shot. No. It's denied away at the last second. The Pineapples, they deny it, and they are going to the grand finals.
Yeah, there you have it. There, Doge with the reconnect, able to reconnect to the backboard and make the save at 0 seconds to prevent overtime, send his team to the grand finals. Definition of clutch there to take that one. So big congratulations to him on taking that one home. And we'll roll right into the match of the season here. And we've got a lot of great nominees in this one as well. So it was hard to narrow it down to just 3. Again, there was a lot of great matches this past season. But the nominees, I'll read them off and then we'll take a look at the videos for them. But we have Pineapples versus Bearcats in the Rival League semifinals, Origin versus Gladiators in the Prospect League grand finals, and then Gravelords versus Pineapples in the Rival League grand finals. So let's take a look at each of our nominees.
Opportunity for the Gladiators, looking for the shot there. It's going to ring off the wall. Slays, he's sending it, looking for Anti-So for the shot at 0 seconds. He puts it in to send us to Game 7. As this one's sent back, the Bearcats, can they find a 0-second miracle? The ball up to the ground. No, it's going to stay up. It's floating. Do they have an opportunity? The ball's still there. The shot. No. It's denied away at the last second. The Pineapples, they deny it, and they are going to the grand finals.
Shoot it, and Doge just going to send it down. An Afterburner with full tank of boost is going to be there. A great touch, and oh my goodness. How in the world did he hit that?
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely diabolical. Pinch off the ceiling, come back down with the flip reset over the top. I mean, that was just insane.
Yeah, obviously 3 great matches there, 3 playoff matches that went the distance all the way to game number 7. And again, it was very tough. And I think pretty much all of them in that game 7 came down to the very end of it. And again, winner for this one for the match of season number 13 is going to go to Gravelords versus Pineapples, an absolutely insane series there in the Rival League Grand Finals. Let's take one more look at it.
No one really there except for Flahzy Gamebuster. He's gonna get a touch, maybe a double. Double comes
Oh,
out.
no.
Doge misses, and that is a heartbreaking way to end
We'll
game
have to
3 for the
see,
Pineapples.
as the
Brave Lords aren't really one for letting it have anything. As Flahzy with another highlight reel goal just gets it over.
Pineapples can't quite capitalize, but you can't let Afterburner fly through with 100 boost because that man is dangerous. And speaking of dangerous,
Oh!
Flahzy is getting dangerous right there with an
Doge
insane
just gonna
pinch
send
to
it
give
down.
the Pineapples a 2-0.
An Afterburner with full tank of boost is gonna be there. A great touch, and oh my goodness, how in the world did he hit that? To find a goal here, Flip. He gets a touch, fakes out one. Flip with 100 boost in the tank, gets it over, and Flip. It's a masterclass from the Nemesis veteran. So necessary to get this one back in them. Oh my goodness, Afterburner's gonna do it himself yet again. A hat trick in game 1. How about a hat trick in game 7 too?
They have done it. Nemesis history is here. The Grave Lords complete the perfect season and are the Season 13 Rival League champions. Yeah, and there you have it. The Grave Lords versus Pineapples, an absolute battle. The Grave Lords, though, able to complete the perfect season. Well deserving of match of the season there on that one. So big congratulations to them on that one. And right now, I got to give a couple of quick shout outs here to Jarhead, who's coming back for 42 months, and Tizzy coming back for 5 months. We appreciate you guys supporting the stream thus far. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a short little break here, give our booth a little bit of time to recuperate here, and then we'll come back for the final awards. Coming up, we got all of the MVPs, finals MVP, regular season MVPs, the ones you've all been waiting for, and then we'll also reveal the first and second team all leagues, which are the best players in each of the leagues in this past season. So the ones you're all waiting for coming up after the short break. So make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in a couple minutes. puts it in. 0 seconds remaining. Maybe teams are gonna be playing hard for it. Oh my goodness, Rudy, what is this?
Doesn't get the touch he's looking for. Kato, he's got the oh, he gets the flick and he gets it through. He's gonna get the shot. He's gonna put it in. Back to back. Backward. Can he find the touch? He's gonna put the shot on the net.
High off the backboard here. Opportunity. Here comes the shot.
Hold on. Surely this kid. Oh my lord.
Go with the shot. It's gonna go in. Oh, open thing on the goal line. He did
Nearly over.
sweep. It comes through. The Venom, the improbable, the impossible, the 4-time champions. All right, what is going on?
Alrighty, welcome back everybody to our season 13 award show. We've given out a lot of cool awards thus far, a lot of excellent performances throughout season 13. I'm Rockerman, joined back in the booth by Ventus, Chunk, and Rare here for this one. And we gotta keep things rolling because it's what everyone's been waiting for. People have talked all season. Who's the best players? Who is the most valuable player for each league? And we are gonna put that to rest here for this one here. So we will start things off in the Novice League. We are gonna do the Finals MVP for the Novice League. Obviously, two great teams did some battle there in Gorgons and Diffusion, with Gorgons taking that series 4-1 fashion, and there was one person decided as the Finals MVP for the Novice League there, and that is going to be Demoralize, with over 430 score per game, averaging over a goal, an assist, and a save per game. So he absolutely stuffed the stat sheet. He's going to take home the Novice League Finals MVP. Let's take a look at his clip.
Zaya going to try to find the mid pass with 0 boost. Trying to get one more touch. He's there. Demoralized. Going to put that one in the back of the net, tying this game up. Yeah, and I think the midfield is going to be where this game is won. And right now, it is Gorgons winning that one heavily, as Demoralized is going to go ahead and demoralize them some more with the top left clanger to the back of the net. A huge shot here. Going to have that one clear. Kadofi with a beautiful fake and Demoralized with the shot. Oh my goodness, it's a screamer from half court. Mallow, he wasn't quite ready for that one, as Demoralized puts a 2-goal lead here for Gorgons.
Yeah, there you have it. Demoralized, taking home that Finals MVP, helping lead the Gorgons to that championship in the Novice League. A huge performance from him in the Finals as they kind of dominated things down there in the Novice League. So congratulations to him for the Finals MVP. And now let's talk about the spicy ones here. We got the regular season MVP for the Novice League here. We got our nominees here are Demoralize, again here, Lucky, and Tizzy are our 3 nominees. Let's take a look at the nominee videos.
Missed opportunities on shots, just placed too high, but we'll find another opportunity here. Is a great pass middle over a panicking Vandals defense. Just a missed touch from Tizzy, goes over the last 2 defenders.
I met him out. I'll be 3 lucky. I'm a little awkward.
B. I'm getting down on right.
Nice.
Took mid right.
Good
nice.
Double that.
Yes. There you go.
The biggest stage they've probably played on, and they are trying to keep it calm, but man, Tizzy is calm, cool, and collected as he's gonna absolutely rip a 3rd shot, give him a hat trick for game 7. I mean, he just looks to end things now, and
Yeah, there you have it. Our 3 nominees, 3 great players from 3 different teams here, all very well deserving. We're going to talk a little about them and why we think they might be deserving to win the most valuable player for the Novice League here. So let's start out here, Ventus, with the man who already took home the Finals MVP, had a great season, Mr. Demoralize.
yeah, I mean, he was definitely one of the most influential people on the pitch. I mean, I know throughout the regular season, I was looking at his demo count just go up and up. He almost eclipsed 200 demos. He was leading in goals per game, shots per game. I mean, he is top 5 in assists and saves. I mean, absolutely crazy stats. And the craziest part is his stats were better in the finals than they were throughout the entire regular season. He absolutely balled out throughout the entirety of the Novice League. And I mean, he just had an amazing season.
Yeah, no, he really did. Definitely well deserving there for the Gorgons there. Helped lead them to the championship for sure. And throughout the regular season, popped off as well. So, Rare, what can you tell us about our second nominee, Lucky?
Lucky, I was lucky enough to be in the same org as him last year. Amazing player. This season, great performances. 95% win rate, which is unbelievable. Personally, I mean, that's counting games, not just series. So, I mean, that's just nuts to have. But unfortunately, the sad part being his season got cut short. He got busy towards the end of the season and wasn't able to get back to playing. And it's kind of sad to see that when you have a dominant season like that, because it could have been even more dominant. And honestly, I think probably would have led to a chip for whatever team he would have been playing with at that point. But unfortunately, life happens. He got kind of sucked out of it, but still an amazing, amazing season he had for Novice.
Yeah, no, he did have a great season, that Diffusion team. Everyone was talking about him. Will they even drop a singular game? And they didn't for quite some time, but still able to make it to the grand finals. And Lucky definitely propelled them in the regular season to get to that possibility. And last but not least, Chunk, we have got Tizzy, who had a great season over there for that Sloth org on the Vandals.
Yeah, Tizzy, one of the players I got to play against being in Novice League. He was the player to look out if you were playing the Vandals. He led the Vandals, really consistent third man, really solid mechanics as well. Yeah, you always had to be wary if he was up with the ball, and able to lead his team all the way to that semifinal is very impressive for the absolute slaughter fest that Novice had to get those final couple lower seeds, and just a really solid performance from him propelling his team.
Yeah, no, he was definitely a big factor for the Vandals and their regular season success. And all three of these players are very well deserving of the MVP. And the winner of the Novice League Most Valuable Player for Season 13 is going to go to Demoralize from the Gorgons. They're going to pick that one up. Let's take a look at some of his highlights.
Tizzy with the save.
Yeah, we've seen Zaya miss a couple close shots like that. Happens a lot in Novices. Demoralized will find a ceiling shot.
Demos coming out. We are seeing some fireworks on the pitch in this game number 4. Which team will come out with it? Demoralized trying to do it in regulation, and with 9 seconds remaining, Demoralized gets the game-leading goal.
They've done so well to shut down any attack where everyone's back for this Gorgons team, but Demoralized will find one. A great trickle down off this pass from Kadofi. Able to slot it across Mallow, not able to do anything backflips.
Yeah, and there you have it, folks. That is your Novice League regular season MVP and finals MVP, Demoralized. So he takes the sweep there in the Novice League and had a great season, averaging 440 score per game, 1.26 goals per game, and obviously the demos as well. I mean, it's in his name, Demoralized. He's going to demo everybody. 4.02 demos per game. Led all of Nemesis with that amount of demos. So congratulations to him on taking home both of those. And yeah, let's keep things rolling on to the Prospect League, where we have the finals MVP for the Prospect League. And again, another crazy league there. This grand finals, is nominated for match of the season. Gladiators taking on Origin, a game 7 battle there where the Gladiators took it in overtime in game 7 with that game-winning goal from Brindy the Blade. A great series from all the players on the Gladiators. And the winner of Finals MVP for the Prospect League is going to go to Virgil, who averaged nearly 400 score per game, over a goal per game, and really locked it down on the defensive end as well, nearly 2 saves per game. So congrats to Virgil. Let's take a look at some of his highlights.
Very difficult touch as well. And the clear comes through once again, but Gladiators, so far proving me right that they didn't need that timeout.
Oh, this is a great touch there from Virgil to put it on the net. Origin could not get back to it. Virgil off the backboard to Guth, and then Flahzy, he was there for it, but he wasn't ready for Virgil's touch there. Not a lot of boost. Gonna have to wait back for this one. It's just shot towards net. It's a dangerous ball. Bar down and in. Virgil with a big snipe from the midfield. And now another counterattack attempt. He's got Brindy there. He's just gonna take the shot, and Virgil over the top. He somehow gets that one in to tie this game up.
Yeah, and there you have it. Virgil taking home the Finals MVP for the Prospect League on that Gladiators team. Very well deserving of the Finals MVP. The Gladiators, they all played great. That was another tough one, but Virgil, he definitely showed up when his team needed him, putting the ball in the back of the net and helping his team win a championship there. So congratulations to the Gladiators. And let's keep things moving to the regular season MVP for the Prospect League. Again, we got 3 great nominees. This one, another tough one to narrow it down. But our nominees are Crotera, Speed Demon, and Sheriff. So let's take a look at the nominee videos. Let's play that one.
Brindy tries to get it into the Hypernova end, but it's going to be blocked away. Guth, a beautiful double from him. He's just absolutely a monster with these doubles, but that's a bad challenge, or a bad 50 from Big Guth, and Crotera is going to swoop in and get that goal any day of the week.
Yeah, Brindy thought he had just one more little touch. One more little touch, gets around Crotera, Brindy's there.
Yeah, I think their game plan of blasting it off the backboard is effective, but eventually you do need to take the shot. And this could be their opportunity. Speed Demon is able to sink this one. Doesn't clang it off the side wall or the back wall this time. He elects to put that one into the back of the net.
Yeah, big 50. Nobra tries to go, but Speed beats him.
Kaz gets a great save on the follow-up. The Sheriff riding back into town on his horse. Pops one into the back of the net. We thought the Minotaur's season was over, but he's back and trying to win it all.
Yeah, this is the first elimination game.
All right, so there we have it. Our 3 nominees there, Crotera, Speed Demon, and Sheriff, all led their respective teams with honor. And, we're very, very great throughout the season. So let's talk a little bit about them here. Chunk, I'll throw it to you for the first one. What can you tell us about Crotera and his season?
Crotera started off not on Hypernova. He started off on Melons. Things weren't fitting well. He jumps ship to Hypernova, and after that, they're able to find all they need. They find that good 3-man team, get all the way to the semis, and just an incredible role by him, playing that great defense, averaging 1.56 saves per game, and really helping this Hypernova team to all the success they had.
Yeah, no, they definitely had some success there, able to make it straight in the playoffs. And yeah, he was a huge reason why they were able to do that. So definitely another deserving candidate there. And Ventus, I'll throw it to you for Mr. Speed Demon. What can you tell us about your good old GM there?
He had a very interesting season. I know I heard all about it. He'd come into voice calls and he'd talk about, I think I need to make a change. He made a couple of switches. He added the addition of Zace, and it was a great addition, but I think it just helped him propel even further. It helped him get more time on the ball. He was able to really improve at a really fast rate. I know that sometimes I would just take him in my threes lobbies as a Titan League player and see what he could do in 1700. And I mean, he was playing really well, and kind of shocked me how well he was playing so much faster. He was improving so well. I thought he was going to be one of the better players in Prospect, but I mean, he really just blew me away in general with how dominant he became throughout this entire thing. And he's leading the player rating by a wide margin. He's the #1 player rated.
Yeah, no, a huge season from Speed Demon and helped his team get that #1 overall seed. Very dominant showing from him. And another dominant player throughout the season, where we have the Sheriff from Minotaurs.
Yeah, Sheriff's one of those players where you play against him and you just know what kind of night it's gonna be. If he's on, it's just about reps. It doesn't take a lot for him to get turned, hit the light switch, as I say, and get his light turned on to be able to take over a game and turn it into just the Sheriff show. He finished 5th in score per game, 4th in demos, a 1.35 player rating, which we already talked about before with the player rating. Anything over a 1 and you're one of the top players in the league. And I mean, Minotaurs, they didn't have the best season necessarily. They made it into the play-ins, got wiped out by underdog of the season and faded. But Sheriff was a big part. They were even there, in my opinion. Him and Kaz, the way that they meshed together, it was all around probably one of the best seasons I've ever seen out of Sheriff. And he tends to do it every season that he's here.
Yeah, no, he had a huge season for sure, and yeah, all these players very well deserving of the most valuable player. But the only most valuable player of the Prospect League for season 13 is gonna go to Speed Demon with his dominating season for the Rooks. Let's take a look at his video.
We know that kind of can be their identity. Street's all known for it, and it really can disrupt the plays from Rooks. But so far, Rooks have looked completely different in this game. Finding a good opportunity here off a big 50. Street Soul, not a whole lot of boost. Speed right over the third man. Either team could make one mistake in overtime and it would be over. If you are Rooks, you need to make sure you're aware of where your teammate is. A good opportunity, and they will get the big shot here from Daze, who finds it off Speed Demon's a backboard pass. No one was home. Backboard free. That is Rook.
The teams, they've been going as fast as they possibly can, trying to get this possession, and this is what had happened in the other games too. Just a little bit of a miscue on this faded defense, and Rooks capitalizing on this opportunity.
Yeah, Speed Demon lurking or waiting for.
There you have it, folks. Speed Demon gonna take home the MVP. Chunk, you said the prophecy's been fulfilled, right?
Yeah, I knew he was talking about it a couple of seasons ago, but he got it this season, Rocker Man.
Yeah, he did, and congratulations to him on taking home that MVP there for the Prospect League. So a big shout out to him on that one. And yeah, let's roll things right along to the Challenger League here, where we have the Finals MVP. The Challenger League, another great grand finals here, where we had Venom taking on Griffins, and this one ended a little bit sooner than we would have liked, and it's largely thanks to this finals MVP who absolutely popped off. The winner is going to be Thatchy Rat there from Venom. 507 score per game. That man went off. 1.4 goals per game, 2.6 saves per game. So he was all offense, he was all defense. He did everything there. And let's take a look at some of his finals highlights.
It will be interesting, but we are away into game number 1. 30 seconds in, and Thatchy Rat stepping up huge. He is going to be the difference maker. He will be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and we see him popping off early, getting the opening goal in the series. They found them, and because they got their demos, it's leading to pressure and goals. Thatchy gets another one on the board for himself, but more importantly, ties this one up at the top of your screen.
So, a crazy curveball that, you know, this Griffins roster didn't expect. They might get another one, as that one's going to find the back of the net. An overcommit from the third man, the bread and butter of this Venom roster, just absolutely taking advantage.
And there you have it, folks. Flahzy going to take home that Challenger League Finals MVP. Again, a well-deserved performance. Venom just absolutely dominated 4-1 in the grand finals. And, the stats speak for themselves there. If anyone was watching too, you could easily tell Flahzy was putting in the work there. And he's going to take home that finals MVP. So congratulations to him. And let's roll things on to our regular season most valuable player for the Challenger League. Again, 3 great nominees here. We have Camden RL, we have Mealy, and we have Zeke as our 3 nominees for the Challenger League final or regular season MVP. So let's take a look at some of their highlights through the season.
So far, Fort with a miss. Flahzy scoops this one up, gets a 50. It's really awkward though. Mealy's already up for it. He gets it under a pre-jumped Yukio, and Griffins take a lead halfway through game number 2.
Yeah, and Flahzy just not the best catch there. He kind of gets it too far off his car. J-Rod just pounces on that.
In the lead to 3.
Gets 2 to commit. Griffin's not as calm and cool and collected as they were, and because of that, Zeke gets the shot bar down. It is a scoring bonanza for the Wraiths in this game number 2.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, the Griffins just are double committing and a lot of miscommunication. Alrighty, so there we have it. Our 3 nominees, Camden, Mealy, and Zeke. Let's talk a little bit more about them. Rare, I'll kick it off with you for Camden.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not surprised that Camden's here. I'm not a challenger player. I'm a prospect, but I did do an in-season tournament where I did play against Camden, and he showed up and showed out. He finished 11th in goals, 4th in score per game, 4th in saves. Identical player rating to Sheriff. And I mean, he just paired perfectly with Rainy Day and JP and Divine. All of those guys, great guys, and they paired together perfectly. But Camden absolutely had an amazing season, perfect showing that you would want to see out of a player in Challenger.
Yeah, no, definitely a great season for him, helping get those Raptors into the playoffs there. So he was a huge reason why. Another great player from the regular season here, Ventus. We have our good old management member, Mealy.
Yeah, I mean, I have so much good things to say about Mealy. He's just so consistent. I can always rely on him when I'm casting or watching one of these series for him to put in work. He's so good on ball. He's able to pass really well. He's able to get great solo plays. He has the mechanics to back it up. But then he can also play off ball well. I saw in the playoffs, especially, they had a new play style where Mealy was playing very aggressive, looking for bumps, looking for demos. He can just kind of play however the team needs him to. He incorporates his team really well. I believe he was 3rd in assists per game with 0.82, and he was 5th in player rating, 1.27 over. I mean, he's just a super great player, and I think his presence on the field is a little bit of an intangible that nobody really realizes.
Yeah, no, I can say playing against him, he definitely puts in the work, and definitely deserving of a nomination here. And Chunk, last but not least, we have Zeke from the race.
Right, so Zeke on the race. We already talked about him earlier. He did claim his worth with the most improved player, able to lead his team to that semifinals. Not able to find the success in the playoffs, but incredible season. Averaging almost 400 a game, being consistent all around, contributing however he needed to. And he really showed up to help this Wraiths team to have all the success that they did.
Yeah, no, and that's impressive for a rookie to come here and get nominated for most valuable player is most certainly impressive there, as are all 3 of these nominees here. But the winner is going to go to Mealy from the Griffins. He is going to take home the most valuable player of the Challenger League in season 13. Let's take a look at some of his highlights.
So far, Fort with a miss. Thatchy scoops this one up, gets a 50. It's really awkward though. Mealy's already up for it. He gets it under a pre-jump. Yukio and Griffins take a lead halfway through game number 2.
Yeah, and Thatchy's not the best catch there. He kind of gets it too far off his car. J-Rod just pounces on that.
Really is going to be the first one to it. Zaire does get the beat on 2, but Grambo gets a touch. Looking for J-Rod. J-Rod trying to get a quick shot, but gets dunked out by Milker. Mealy keeping the pressure on. Dusts the last back, and the Griffins double up on their lead.
Yeah, the Griffins gonna find another one right here, as it's just a nice pass out there, and Mealy, he's just got the speed. The race are just a little bit slower on these balls here, and they have been for the last couple of games here.
And unfortunately, Venom are going to be your Season 13 Challenger League winners. I mean, unless something absolutely crazy happens, but 7 seconds is not a lot of time for it to get 2 goals.
Yeah, that was an intentional team bump. Thatchy bumped his team.
Alrighty, so there you see it, folks. Mealy taking home that MVP for the Challenger League. A great season from him, and well-deserving for Mr. Mealy, the way he led the Griffins. Very great player throughout the regular season. So congratulations to him. And let's keep things moving. Only 2 more leagues left to go here. And we're going to send it to the Rival League here, where we had a great grand finals in the Rival League. One match of the season, this season in Season 13. Gravelords versus the Pineapples. The Gravelords, the undefeated 20-0 season, put to the test by the Pineapples who were trying to end it. But the Gravelords take that one in Game 7. Complete the perfect season. Only been done twice to go 21-0 in a season, and the Gravelords now one of those 2 teams to complete it there. And the finals MVP, if you watch this series, it's no surprise on this one. It is going to be Afterburner, who absolutely went crazy. Hat-trick in Game 1, hat-trick in Game 7. Man capped off the series exceptionally, over 430 score per game, putting in work on all fronts here. So let's take a look at some of his finals highlights.
Already they have 2 shots and 2 goals, so you know they're very efficient, as we might have another one. And Afterburner nets a hat trick in Game 1 with not even a minute into this Game 1. Just gonna send it down, and Afterburner with full tank of boost is gonna be there. A great touch, and oh my goodness, how in the world did he hit that?
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely diabolical. Pinch off the ceiling, come back down with the flip reset over the top. I mean, that was just insane.
It's here. As wait a second, Game Buster makes a mistake, but makes the great save. Flahzy can't put it away, and that one was so necessary to get this one back in them. Oh my goodness, Afterburner's gonna do it himself yet again. A hat trick in Game 1. How about a hat trick in Game 7 too?
So there you have it, Afterburner taking that one home, the finals MVP of the Rival League. Great showing out from him, and when you win the season like that, going undefeated, definitely deserving a winner, leading his team all the way there. So let's go through now and let's kick it to the regular season MVP of the Rival League. Again, 3 great nominees here, so I'll go through them here, and I'll talk a little more about them in a second here, but we once again have Afterburner, nominee from the Gravelords. We got Flip 1010 from the Pineapples, and we have Sky Newbie from the Bearcats. 3 nominees for the most valuable player in the Rival League of Season 13. So let's take a look at a couple of clips from our great nominees.
Shoot it, and Doge just gonna send it down. And Afterburner with full tank of boost is gonna be there. A great touch, and oh my goodness, how in the world did he hit that?
Oh my goodness, that is absolutely diabolical. Pinch off the ceiling, come back down with the flip reset over the top. I mean, that was just insane.
Wow, that's a great shot. I mean, you can't really say anything else. Looks a little bit like Zen.
Save it away, keeping it at a 2-goal deficit, but only 60 seconds remain here in this game number 6, and Flip, he wants game number 7. He's feeling it.
You know, that one might be the dagger. Beautiful shot, top right. I mean, a great 50 from Doge. 2 players back on the Bearcats, but
That could be 50 away. 2 players gone now for Hydra. Skynubi racing back. He's got Flahzy on him, looking for the flick. He's going to take it by the defense and put it in. Skynubi ties us up with 39 seconds to go.
Yeah, Skynubi has made some mistakes, but he is one of the players you have to watch if you're on the defense for Hydra. Boy Wonder.
Alrighty, so there we have it. Our 3 nominees, great players here in the Rival League, and the Rival League had some just standout players all around here. Narrowing it down to 3 was again tough in this one, but we believe we got the 3 best here. So let's talk a little bit about each one of them here. Ventus, I will kick it off with you for one of your fellow commentators of the season there, Flip.
yeah, I mean, playing on a team with Flip in another league, I know exactly how he plays. He's such a great all-around player. He can kind of play however the team needs him to. If we need him to play first man, he can play super aggressive, open, get space for you. If you need him to play third man, he's locked down on defense. If you need him to be a facilitator, he can do that as well. He can do everything at such an elite level that's what makes him so great. I mean, he has 1.39 goals per game, 1.4 saves per game. He at once upon a time he was the number 1 and 2 player rated in Rival League. Now he's just the number 1, and by a wide margin. Even his teammate Flahzy, his number 2, is still about half a point away from him, which is just an insane number. He had 1.85 player rating, and you know, I think that this is a guy who can go onto any team and just elevate their gameplay.
Yeah, no, he really can, and we've seen that in multiple seasons here. Definitely elevated the Pineapples to make that second seed and make that run in the postseason. So he's our first nominee, and Brer, I'll throw it to you for our second nominee and former, well, I guess current Finals MVP, Afterburner.
Yeah, I mean, Afterburner, there's a lot that I can say. I don't want to ramble. I don't want to sound like a broken record and say, oh, I'm not surprised he's here. I'm not. He's been dominant all year. I mean, we had a perfect season with the Grave Lords. And I mean, Afterburner was a huge part of that. And there's one thing about him that doesn't show on the stat sheets, and it's that he's honestly one of, if not the fastest player in Rival when it comes to game speed. He's on the ball whenever he wants to be. He'll be there. And I mean, we saw a couple clips just from the grand finals alone. I mean, he had a pop reset over 2 and a ceiling pinch double in grand finals. I mean, it just shows he's calm, cool, and collected too in high pressure moments, and that's something you really want to see out of someone of this skill level to prove that they're one of, if not the top player in the league.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, and he certainly proved that he was not one to be reckoned with there in the Rival League, taking home a nomination there for MVP. And last but not least, Chunk, we talked about him a couple times earlier, but we got our good friend Skynubi back on the nomination.
Yeah, probably the dark horse of all of Rival League here in coming to the playoffs and in here in the MVP race. He's pretty underrated. The stats back up his gameplay, and he was a big reason of why they were able to find their success going on the little tear that they did, finding the big upset on Hydra. And I think that Skynubi crazily slept on player in Rival League, and he is a big reason that they found their way to where they are.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. A huge performance from him throughout the season, averaging 1.17 goals per game. So the man was putting him in there for sure. They're one of the best players, only second behind Flip 1010 in goals per game there. So a great nomination, well deserving for sure here. But the winner of the Rival League MVP for season 13 is going to go to Flip 1010, a man that had some great impact on his team this season. Let's take a look at his video.
Finals.
You know, that's a big goal. I mean, obviously stream nerves are going to be a thing, but you get that first goal, nerves are settled. You know you can score on this Great Lord's defense. And wait a second, Flip gets an insane 50, and that one's just gonna go in the back of the net. Game changer. Flip strikes in game 1.
Yeah, the highest rated player in the rival league is showing up with a massive dunk. And, this guy's been a staple of this org for the last couple seasons here. And it's all eyes on him.
They're gonna have to find a goal here. Flip, he gets a touch, fakes out one. Flip with 100 boost in the tank, gets it over, and Flip, it's a masterclass from the Nemesis veteran.
He's taking it by them all. He causes them to run into each other, then takes it right over the top, finds the demo and the goal. The perfect season.
I mean, I wouldn't expect any other performance other than a Game 6 Game Buster Classic as, whoa, wait a second, Afterburner makes a huge mistake. And I mean, shades of Game 2 Afterburner coming here. Wow, what an error.
Yeah, that one is just a big mistake and super uncharacteristic, trying to fall back down. But when he got Flip 10-10 in the pocket there, you know where he's going to place it. And that's the back of the net there to tie it up.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so there you have it. Our winner for Rival League regular season MVP is going to go to Flip 1010, who definitely led his team, very versatile player, and really connected his teammates in that season, and helped lead them toward that grand finals. And a great performance from Mr. Flip on that one, so congratulations to him. And let's just about close things out here with our last MVPs of the night here. We're heading to the Titan League. Last but not least here, we have the finals MVP for the Titan League here. And the Titan League, another one of the ones that didn't quite go as we would have liked viewer-wise there, as Phoenix absolutely dominated over Nebula in the grand finals there, a 4-0 in the finals. And huge performance from this guy here. The finals MVP is going to go to Nezetik with 389 score per game there, averaging 2 goals per game in that series, and he absolutely popped off there. So let's take a look at his highlights.
Especially as that third man, but he hasn't really found his mark just yet. But man, oh my gosh, what a slot there, top right corner post and in. As a great shot coming out from Nezetik. I mean, a great play. 4-1 scoreline in this game. Might be a 5-1 as Nezetik gonna put this one, muscle it through. And that's a great play. Gets the dunk on 1, gets the 50 on 2.
Pops up in midfield, Nezetik. Gonna take control, trying to dribble it over the top, gonna find a big 50 dropping down. Here comes the shot there, and didn't see what a save there, but the follow-up comes through from Nezetik. A great play, but Nezetik is the one that ends it off.
And there you have it, Nezetik taking that one home. A great season from Nezetik there to take home that finals MVP, and also one of the players nominated for Rookie of the Season. So stepping up in the Titan League and taking home the finals MVP. Big congratulations to him. And yeah, that is that there. And let's talk a little bit, guys, about our last MVPs of the season here. We got the Titan League Most Valuable Players. We have 3 great nominees. We have Kratos, Chef, and Yerks. All 3 of them well deserving of a nomination here for MVP of the Titan League in season 13. So let's take a quick look at their videos, and then we will discuss each one. Through an Inferno, gonna stand strong but cynical. Gonna dunk this one back in. Gonna fake it out. Gonna leave it for Kratos. Looking for the shot, and he perfectly places it in the top right. G cannot quite make the save.
Yeah, I mean, just a great shot there from Kratos. You're really your main goal. Yeah, I think it's more of a tribute to how well this Phoenix roster's second man is playing. The second man's force is so good. The great fake there from Dimitri, allowing the second man a free shot on target, even though 2 members back for this Nebula roster, unfortunately just not going to be in.
No, thank you. Wait. Oh! Ew! Wait, that was disgusting.
Yo, look at this free flip.
Bro, what? Ew.
Yo, I don't have a clipping software working.
No. That's so sad. Well, there's gold.
Alrighty, so there you have it. A lot of great nominees. Great clip on the last one there. Ventus appearance as well in that one. And yeah, 3 great nominees here for the Titan League regular season MVP. Rare, I'll kick it off with you. What can you tell us about Kratos?
I mean, Kratos is just a one-man army. It doesn't matter. If he has the ball and you could have all 3 of your team on defense, the ball's still going to find a way into the net. It doesn't matter. He will find a way to get that ball in the net. And I mean, the stats back it up. He was dominant all year. And if you have a game plan going into a series, the game plan is to stop Kratos. No, the game plan is, it very rarely means you're going to be able to. I'd honestly think that Kratos is just going to be dominant every single year that he's in the league. He already has been, and he's going to continue to be. And I've played with him. He's one of those guys that's kind of relaxed, but he can absolutely turn it up a notch when he needs to. And I mean, he does constantly.
Yeah, most certainly. And I'll throw a little thing about Kratos too. I mean, just an absolutely dominant regular season, over 1 in all the major stat categories, 540 score per game, almost 1.6 goals per game in the Titan League, by the way. So the man absolutely went off there in the regular season. And I agree, one-man army for sure. That could take people down left and right there. And another player that he could take people down right here, left and right as well, Chunk, is Chef.
Yeah, and he did take people down all the way to that championship, Rockerman. He was able to find himself a chip. He's a really good player, able to be, I would say, in Kratos' shadow a little bit, but nonetheless, he is second on almost all of these stats. He's second in score per game, third in goals per game, in the fifth or sixth in saves per game, third in player rating, all over it, averaging incredible stats as well. Nearly 500 a game, 1.25 goals a game, about 0.71 assists, and really a great defensive performance, nearly 1.85 saves per game. Incredible performance from him, able to combine himself with Dimitri, and that duo, along with Nezetik's performance in the final, is what won them the chip, and he is a key part in that Phoenix team.
Yeah, most certainly a great performance from him. We saw him nominated for Veteran of the Season earlier, and he came back with another veteran-style performance there throughout the regular season, getting the nomination for MVP. And last but not least, another player that's been around Nemesis quite a bit here, and someone that Ventus is very familiar with, is Yerkes.
I mean, you knew I had to talk about my teammate. I mean, Yerkes is he's one of those guys who can just do everything. I mean, you saw the clip of him hitting a absolutely disgusting redirect. And by the way, just being happy, chipper. I think we're just having a blast. And he's a great personality. He's a good teammate. And of course, he's joining at the right time and being in chat when I have to glaze him like this. But I mean, he really just, anytime I get the ball, I want to just pass him the ball because I know he can just do anything with it. He can put up some great shots, and he's, a lockdown on defense too. There are plenty of times where Logan and I were playing very aggressive and left him just in a 3v1, and he would just save it no matter what. I mean, he had 1.75 or 1.74 saves per game, over a goal per game. He was just all over the pitch. He's also extremely fast, so there's that too.
Yeah, no, I mean, a great season from him. Yeah, and I completely agree with what you were saying, Ventus. And all 3 of these players, Kratos, Chef, and Yerkes, are very well deserving here of the MVP for the Titan League. But the winner of the Titan League MVP for season 13 is going to go to Kratos with his dominating season there. A Nemesis best player rating of 3.24, by the way. Let's just let that sink in for a second. Remember we said one is good. Out of all the players in all of Nemesis, 3.24, an absolutely insane season. Let's take a look at some of his highlights.
Quickly rotate back. They've done it very well so far as Nychaz this one up. NK is trying to get back. Redirect attempt is going to be denied away. Cynical had a shot, but again, a great recovery, a great save. And this one's flicked up. It's dangerous, and it's going to go underneath. Kratos somehow, some way, gets it by 3.
And, I guess I spoke too soon and cursed them, because as soon as I said I hadn't seen them double commit at all this entire game, they instantly go and do it and then fall for fakes. And they're just being suffocated.
Yeah, it seems like they're being suffocated in pretty much all facets here, and anytime they do get a chance, it's shut down pretty quickly as Kratos is trying to get some speed. Els with not a lot of boost. Cynical gonna find that touch, but not quite where he wanted, as now Kratos is coming back for this one. A demo, and Kratos is gonna find the open net. A little bit of an overcommit, and Kratos ties this game up.
Yeah, and you see G trying to get a pop to that backboard, allow T-Man to get that mid boost, but it's taken away. All members of that
Through an Inferno, gonna stand strong, but Cynical gonna dunk this one back in, gonna fake it out, gonna leave it for Kratos, looking for the shot, and he perfectly places it in the top right. G cannot quite make the save.
Yeah, I mean, just a great shot there from Kratos. You're really, your main goal.
Alrighty, so there you have it. The last MVP is going to go to Kratos. Again, a very well deserving season from him. Absolutely dominated in the Titan League, and another great season here of Nemesis for season number 13. And we got some final reveals to do here for the first and second team all leagues, and then we'll sign us off for the night here. So I'm going to go through and read down the list here for first teams, and then we'll hit up the second team. So first team all novice, we got Demoralize, Lucky, and Tizzy. And then for first team all prospect, we have Crotera, Speed Demon, and Sheriff. First team all challenger is Camden, Mealy, and Zeke. Rival is going to be Afterburner, Flip, and Sky Newbie. And then first team all Titan is Kratos, Chef, and Yerks. And then taking a look at our second team all leagues. For novice, we have Div, Ducky, and Sub-Zero. Prospect, we have Ace, Big Guth, and Cognition. Challenger, we have Grambo, Fort, and Squirrel. Rival, we have Flash, Kisby, and Landon. And then Titan, we have Dimitri, Gogurt Yogurt, and JP for the second team all league for Titan. So again, big congratulations to all those players, everyone who received an award tonight. It was fun to have an award show again. I appreciate the fellas joining me in the booth here for this one. It's been a fun season, but season 14 is coming up. So if you haven't already, fill out those interest forms. They are closing soon, April 10th. And it's just about a month away here is when the interest forms close. So you got to get those interest forms filled out if you haven't already here. And then format release April 15th, and opening day coming very soon, May 11th, officially for opening day. So it's going to be an exciting one. Guys, anyone have any final words before we head off for the night?
Get those interest forms in. Let's try and bring back 16 novice teams. Let's try and bring back provisional, man.
Oh yeah.
Some of the funnest games to watch are provisional. You never know what's gonna happen.
That's true. I would love to bring provisional back. That'd be a fun one. Chunk, Ventus, any fun words?
It's sneaking on us faster than ever, Rocker, man. We've got little under 2 months before it comes back, and I'm just so excited on how the next season's gonna go. So put in those interest forms, and we got to get that player count rolling so we can see where to put everybody.
That's true. Sooner the better. If you haven't done it, make sure you do it. Recruit your friends. Get some player registration forms in. Ventus, you excited? You excited for next season 14?
Oh, I'm so excited. I am super ready. I'll have to look at what teams I want to be on. I've gotten a couple people already reach out and message me, and we're months away still. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of the stuff that you don't really think about, even necessarily like news posts or the streamer behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that we need help with, that if you guys have the time and have the ability to and want to support the community, definitely try to submit some of those staff applications. We're always looking for help. You can never have too much manpower. So if you guys want to, try to give back to the community you guys are a part of, I would recommend just seeing what you can do. You don't have to have really any experience. I know when I joined the casting team, I didn't have any casting experience, and now look at me. I've won back-to-back seasons of Color of the Year. So, I mean, it's just if you want to, you can do it. That's all I can see.
Hey, I appreciate that, Ventus, and I completely agree. If you guys are willing to help out, everything matters and keeps the community rolling, keeps us, keeps Nemesis going. So if you're interested, staff application, you can find it in info. And yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Again, a big shout out to everyone who helped out for tonight, especially the people that helped create the videos, Jax, Nerdbot, and Flahzy. Big shout out to them, and then Creme for the graphics, and then also manning things behind the scenes. Much love to Creme, a big help on the behind the scenes. So yeah, that's about it for tonight's show. So thank you all for watching. Oh, wait, maybe one more thing. Sorry, I missed that. Here, my ear. Cream, can you say that again? Sorry. Oh, subscribers, premium subscribers. Okay, yeah, we do got to shout out the premium subscribers. My bad, almost forgot about that. That's on me. That's on me. It's been a while. It's been a while. So big shout out to our premium subscribers, especially our Challenger Plus subscribers: Cortera, Flame Intruder, Neons, Wiggle, Fenrir, Jax, Parker, and Sato. And if you guys want to support Nemesis, this is another way you can do so. Get some insider perks for the Discord, and you guys can follow along, and any leaks that we have, we might throw them your way. I was already thinking of one that I was going to toss to the premium members a little bit later, probably tomorrow. So stay tuned if you're a premium member for that. So, but yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for us tonight. Again, once again, thank you all very much for watching. We will be back soon, hopefully with a tournament coming soon, to be determined. Otherwise, next time we'll be back is for the drafts, which will be an always fun time. So stay tuned. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.